you all. Meeting of October 11th. The first item on our agenda is a public hearing for Don Taylor, special permit, garage / shed in front yard, 6 Wolf Pits Road. And Penny's going to read the public notice.
To appear September 30th and October 7th, 2022, public notice. The Bethel Planning and Zoning Commission will hold a public hearing on an application for a special permit under section 3.A.4 to build a garage, it says here build, I'm assuming to build a garage on property located at 6 Wolf Pits Road, owned by Don Taylor on October 11th, 2022 at 7 p.m. in Conference Room D of the Municipal Center, 1 School Street, Bethel, Connecticut. The property can be found in the Town of Bethel Assessor's Records as map 52, lot 56, and lot 15. The public may send comments via regular mail and email to landuse@bethel-ct.gov. Parking for hearing is located to the rear of the building. Enter through the employee door. Ken Stevens, Chairman.
Thank you very much. Ken, you want to, Don, you want to come up front?
Yes,
No, would you like to explain to us what you'd like to do?
very simple.
We like simple.
It's a barnyard garage. Replacing it,
Oh, yeah, sorry, Don. Give your name and address.
Don Taylor, 2 Wolf Pits Road. That's good. So, again, it's a barnyard garage. I have one put on my property on number 2, which many people have seen. And it basically goes on 10 inches of crushed stone.
Mhm.
Delivered by the trailer. And they basically put it up in one day, complete.
Right.
It replaces a shed that I had, a tractor shed there. I moved that out of the way to make room for this. And I think it's a tenant. It's a beautiful place. You should have a 2-car garage. Right now, he parks his cars out in the driveway. In the wintertime, it's a nightmare for the guy that's plowing to get him out of the way. This is gonna make it a lot easier. Drive his car in and pull it out after the guy gets through plowing. It's about, the only thing is we have, trouble getting the line where we're gonna run the power. That's been rectified. Used to be a pipe and somehow it's been crushed, so we're going a different route. That's the only change. We get power to, obviously, for the garage door. That's pretty much it. I checked with all the neighbors. As you can see, I got signatures from there.
Oh, you brought in all the green cards already?
Beth has everything.
Yeah, I'm sure Beth has them all, right?
In fact, Monsignor said that I'm glad you're fixing up the neighborhood. So he's happy with what I've done there.
Good, excellent. Excellent. Okay, is there anyone in the public who would like to address this application? Anyone? No one here? How about online? On Zoom?
For anyone that wants to offer public comment, as a quick reminder, you would do so by either raising your hand on screen if you have, if you're connected via video, or you would use the reactions icon of the toolbar at the bottom of the Zoom app to do what's called raise your hand. At this time, I'm not seeing anyone that's doing either, Madam Chair.
Okay. Beth, you want to talk about this?
It's just, well, the 2 of them really, whenever you're putting anything in, it's garage, he has to put it in the front yard, my report is self-explanatory.
Oh,
The
I'm
house-
sorry, I didn't read your report.
That's okay,
I'm
that's all right.
sorry. Well, why did I do that? 6 Wolf Pits Road. The applicant proposes to move an existing shed and replace it with a 2-car, 600 square foot garage. Due to the pre-existing non-conforming residential structures location on the property, both the shed and the garage will be located in the front yard of the property. Section 3.3A.4 reads, quote, "No accessory structure shall be located within the front yard unless authorized by the commission through granting of a special permit," close quote. The applicant is requesting a special permit in order to add the above items which are normal and customary with a single-family residential property. Thank you. Okay.
Oh, nobody, you can close it.
Okay, would any commission members have any comments?
Nope, nope.
No, no. I don't either. So I hereby declare this closed.
I'm going to take a nap.
Come and watch the Yankee game. Okay, the next item on our, excuse me, thank you.
Have a good night.
Two.
On our agenda is William and Jennifer Seeley, special permit, garage exceeding 1,000 square feet, 45 Star Lane. And we're going to have Penny read the public notice.
To appear September 30th and October 7th, 2022, public notice. The Bethel Planning and Zoning Commission will hold a public hearing on an application for a special permit under section 3.4.f.b to build a garage on property located at 45 Star Lane, owned by William and Jennifer Seeley, on October 11, 2022 at 7 p.m. in Conference Room D of the Municipal Center, 1 School Street, Bethel, Connecticut. The property can be found in the Town of Bethel Assessor's Records as map 43, lot 47A, and lot 178-07. Public may send comments via regular mail and email to landuse@bethel-ct.gov. Parking for hearing is located to the rear of the building. Enter through the employee door. Ken Stevens, Chairman.
Thank you. Rob, would you read Beth's staff report?
Sure. Pertaining to 45 Star Lane, the applicant proposes to construct a 34 by 42 foot or 1,428 square foot detached garage in an R80 single family zone. Section 3.4.f.1.b reads, in the B section, detached garage 900 square feet. Section 3.4.f.2, section 2, larger accessory buildings may be allowed by the commission by special permit. The applicant is requesting a special permit in order to add the above item, which is normal and customary within a single family residential property. The commission may consider in the future to amend this regulation to allow staff to review these types of applications within the department with the option of referring it to the commission if deemed necessary.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Would you, okay, you are.
I'm here, I came up, I'm here.
Would you like to introduce yourself, give your name and address?
Will Seeley, USMC retired, 45 Star Lane.
Okay, would you,
And I say USMC retired, so I'm requesting to have a garage put on my property where none exists currently. As I'm a retiree, I need a garage for all my toys. And I'm looking to exceed the 900 traditional square foot, as I do have a lot of toys. So I'm looking for a 3-bay garage so I can store my Triumph TR6 and just have a 3-bay garage on the property. So it's comparable to the size of the house. Having a 2-bay garage just wouldn't, in my mind, would be like a postage stamp with the house on the property. So that's why I'm looking to make something that is actually comparable on the northeast corner in the lot.
excellent, thank you. Okay, is there anyone here in the public who would like to comment on this application in this room? No. David, how about on Zoom?
Again, I will remind those attending on Zoom, you can either raise your hand if you're attending by video. So we can see it on the screen, or you can use the reactions icon to raise your hand and offer public comment that way. I'm not seeing anyone that's doing either at this time, Madam Chair.
Okay. Would any commission members like to make comment on this application?
Looks like a nice project.
Well, it's another barnyard project, so it's one,
Another
it's a
barnyard,
pre-made
okay.
thing that's post and beam, so, you know, I think it's 2 weeks. from the time that they put the foundation on the cement slab.
Very nice.
Yeah, the photos of the construction look nice. So obviously the garage space is down below. You have a lot of space up above. Is that for storage also?
I'm gonna do, it's gonna be a non-heated building, right? Upstairs, it's gonna be empty, and then I'm gonna put on the latter half it's gonna be an open loft. So I can put a lift in it so I can restore my, and then a hoist if I need to do anything.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so.
Okay, Beth, do you have any comment?
No, I don't.
Okay, then I declare this hearing closed.
Beautiful, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your service.
I had fun doing it.
Thank you very much.
USMC, I don't know about that.
Oh, yes.
Okay, we're going to have our business meeting, and I'd like to make note, Nancy, that I listened to the YouTube of this meeting. So now we have the minutes of 9:27. Has everybody had a chance to look at them? Would somebody like to make a motion?
I need to point out that we need to, if you see in there, do they need to say this out loud? Reasons?
No, we're gonna redo it.
Okay, we're just gonna redo it. They don't have to, we'll just approve it like that. Got it.
Motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting, September 27th.
Second.
Okay, thank you, Kenny. Okay, all in favor?
All right.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion passes. Do we have any invoices today?
No, we don't, and it's been quite some time since we've gotten a bill.
Yes,
I
I
think
think
that's
there wasn't one for
interesting.
the last one
I
either.
just mentioned it to David today. I think I'm gonna give their billing. They should do that.
Before you get hit with the.
You know, they'll find something, but I think I'll give them a
Oh.
call this week and see. Because I don't know why we haven't got it.
And one other thing too, I'd like to sit Rob for Bob Legnard,
Okay,
and I'd like to see Doug for Rich Dibbets. So everybody is seated. Okay, now we're going to enter our work session. MK Homes LLC revised site plan. 6A Francis Clark Circle. Says here the revised application consists of a 19,000 square foot footprint containing 2,800 square feet of office space, with the remainder containing sorted industrial park uses with a condominium layout. The property was originally approved for a 16,000 foot structure that included an extensive excavation permit and blasting that occurred to the rear of the property. No major excavation will occur outside of the normal grading, foundations, and stormwater installation. James DiMeo, PE, with the town of Bethel, has been working with the applicant. Revised drawings dated 10/3/22 have been submitted and are under review. The application will be presented to the commission for review this evening. And, oh,
We're on the screen.
on the screen, oh, I'm sorry. Yes, would you like to give us your name and address?
Good evening, Ron Wolf, professional engineer, representing the applicant, and also on the video call is Kevin Bennett, from Bennett Sullivan Associates, the architect.
Good evening, everyone.
Okay,
So would you like a summary of the project, and maybe I can show you the old plan versus the new plan on the screen? Is that go over some of the changes?
Yes, screen sharing is enabled, Mr. Wolf.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me do that. Okay, can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. So this was the previously approved plan. As indicated earlier, it was 16,470 square feet, and it had 2 driveway entrances. Let's see, parking along the westerly side and along the northerly side, a couple spaces along the front of the building, or along Francis Clark Circle, which is over here to the right. We made, as requested by the applicant, we are proposing just a single curb cut with the new layout and a larger building 19,600 square feet. There would be doors facing the south on this side, overhead doors and a walk-in door. And I can put the building on the screen momentarily. Essentially, we have a driveway with parking on the left side. And the driveway leads around the west side of the building, where the rock excavation is primarily complete. It was completed under the previous application with that permit. You could see the toe of the rock cut is shown here, and the top of the rock cut is outlined with this line symbol here. So we have the driveway set up so that a WB-40 truck and trailer can pull in and then pull into this area in back of the building, then back up into here and then turn and back out and leave the site again. We also have 2 loading spaces, one in this location here and then one up in this area here if a truck needs to make any deliveries. We did revise the plans based on some comments we received from the town engineer. I believe we've adequately addressed all his comments and submitted new plans to him last week for review. Let's see, I can put that's a floor plan of the building. And then building elevations prepared by Bennett Sullivan. And the second drawing here is just the town engineer had requested a turning movement diagram showing the tractor trailer pulling in and maneuvering at the site, and then turning around and then heading back out. So we provided that. And then we just have some standard detail sheets for the site. I'd be happy to answer any questions if anybody has any.
Thank you very much. Okay, is there anyone in the public who would like to address this application? No. David, how about in the Zoom?
Oh, excuse me. Excuse
Oh,
me,
I'm sorry,
David.
please go ahead.
This isn't a public hearing.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just a site plan review.
It's up to
I'm so
you.
used to a public hearing, hello.
I know.
No, so so this application had been previously addressed
Right.
and it was resubmitted for changes to the town engineer and he has signed off on it, on all the changes?
He probably will, but he hasn't completed his review.
Oh, okay,
He should very shortly.
okay. So this.
This is for you, if you had any questions of the applicant,
Right,
to
okay.
ask him questions. Sorry, I'm just looking for a public hearing schedule.
Go ahead, Ken.
Has the fire marshal,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, he has.
done his thing, so they don't need room in the backside there to?
No, that was
Okay.
the first question when they first brought in the proposed revisions.
Yeah.
That was the first question I had, with regards to the fire marshal wanting access to the rear portion of the building, I mean, to the side.
Yeah.
But technically, the way he explained it to me was Bethel Power's right there
That's right. Well, at least after, all right,
at a higher elevation, so.
yeah. I got it.
Oh, gotcha.
This is the edge of the driveway you could see here for Bethel Power Equipment. So it's literally right at the property line. If you could still see my screen.
Right, yes, we can. Very good. Doug, do you have any questions?
Do you have a perspective with the adjoining lots with the other buildings next to that, just to get a perspective of size?
I could see if I have an aerial, I could possibly get up on the screen quick.
Sure.
Can you see that? Or,
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
okay, so this is Bethel Power Equipment right here. And this is the vacant lot. And then the building to the south is right here. So,
Across the street over here.
pardon?
The piece across the street as well.
Yeah, yep.
That's a very large building.
Well, that's 75,000 square feet.
Yeah.
Doesn't show Bethel Power's new building.
It's a little bit cut off on this overlay, but
Which
Yep.
is great, which is
So-
Bethel Power.
That's Bethel
Former-
Power. Bethel Power is on the corner.
Right.
And The new building is in the back,
There
right?
you go.
Adjacent to it and going back deeper,
Yeah.
right?
here, and then the new building is there, and this is the lot.
Right,
Burndy, the old Burndy building is here.
right, okay.
Trying to think of. What's that,
It's
20,000?
Yeah, couldn't see the new building for the Bethel Power, I wondered, but that's an old, yeah. But it still gives you a clear view of what it is.
Yep.
From the street, you're only gonna see the end that's basically 70 feet wide.
Mhm.
Okay, thanks.
No, nothing.
Rob?
No, just as a matter of curiosity, there's that dramatic stone wall or stone outcrop back there. Are you doing anything with that, or is that staying pretty much as we see it now?
That's basically going to remain as is. It has to be just reviewed by a geotechnical engineer just before. That's something I went over with Beth about just prior to the issuance of a building permit. We
We
want
have
to
a note
review.
on the plan as well. Ron, we also put the note on the plan.
Right, we added that note to the plan.
Yes.
correct.
No other questions?
No, I don't have any questions at this, for this. So,
Check whether your crew is online. Ken
oh,
and,
I'm sorry.
Ken and Linda,
Ken?
if Paul's there yet, I don't know if Paul's on yet.
Ken, do you have any questions?
I have none at this time. Thank you.
Linda Curtis?
Yeah, no questions from me either.
Thank you. Is Paul online yet? No, Paul's not here yet.
Okay.
No, he is not.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, wait, yes, he is. Paul Shanley, yes, he
Here.
is. I'm sorry.
Yep, Paul is on. There he is.
Paul, do you have any questions?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
In the back lot there, I'm sorry, I jumped on a little late. Yeah, there's a 20-foot shaded in area. Is that like a bed or something, or is that a flower bed?
Up in this area?
No, right against the building,
Oh, over here is a small retaining wall.
left.
And then we have a sidewalk. We have a sidewalk along the back of the building for the doors.
Okay. No, it's on this back spot here on the, I guess that would be the northwestern corner.
Up in this
There's-
area?
Yeah, well, of the building. There's the shaded in part right here. It's 20 foot off, 34 feet wide.
Okay, that's just the area I'm circling now with the pointer.
No, the bottom, go down against the building right there to left.
Okay, over here. Okay, we just have that striped because that's an area where it's paved, but there's no parking there so that the trucks can, a truck can pull in and turn around and maneuver. I'll show you on the,
I saw that. I just wanted to make sure an 18-wheeler could spin around, no
yeah,
problem.
so they need this area here to, to get turned around and in and out. So it's paved but not parking.
Perfect. That's my only question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Beth, do you have anything?
No.
So then,
I would table it
I would table this for our next meeting.
for your next meeting. I would think that you could take a consensus if engineering is fine. You could possibly,
Ask for a resolution.
yeah, you could do that too.
Okay. then we
I can do
that.
something for the next meeting.
Actually, I have another question, or maybe it would be better for the next meeting, just about lighting,
Go right ahead.
the lighting plan on the property.
The lighting plan?
Yeah, or is
Okay.
it- yeah, exterior lighting and specifically, related to dark skies. After, is that,
All the units, I believe, do we have those on there, Ron?
Yeah, we show there's building mounted lights.
Right.
And then we have some pole mounted lights here.
But they're all dark sky, they're all, cut off, shine down on the parking area.
that's what I wanted to hear.
Oh, we
Great.
could, okay. That's good, very good. Okay, so we have a consensus for Beth? Yep, we do that.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll table this to our next meeting, October 25th. October 25th,
October 25th.
25th, okay. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Agenda here. And now commission initiated amendment adoption clarification. Okay, the commission needed to amend the commission's initiated amendment motion from the previous meeting to include reasons for the approval. Amended motion from September 27th, 2022, meeting commission initiated regulations. The motion to approve commission initiated amendments to the Town of Bethel zoning regulations as proposed in the September 27th, 2022 planning and zoning meeting for the following reason. The commission finds the proposed amendments are consistent with the comprehensive plan of the Town of Bethel and protect the health, the safety, welfare, and property value of its residents. The amendment changes shall become effective October 31st, 2022.
So you're making that in the form of a motion, right?
Yeah, yeah, right, that's it, a motion, okay. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? What- Do we have votes for the people online as well, Paul? Ken? Okay,
Yep, I voted in favor.
and Linda?
Yes, in favor.
In favor.
Okay, so we have a motion and it's passed. Thank you very much. Next, Frank and Judith Saunders site plan overlay zone. I'm sorry,
We're texting this.
no, we did that.
We're just gonna text them.
Yeah, they're after.
Okay.
Got it. Okay.
Frank and Judith Saunders site plan TOD overlay zone, 31 bedroom units, 17 Whitney Drive. Okay.
Yes, can you send them a thing down?
Sure.
So everybody, you can take a few minutes to read this. Have we read it already? I know I have. Need a few minutes here.
I just wanted to make one recommendation.
Oh,
With the site plan, I forgot to include the architecturals
oh,
when
okay.
I listed out so I want to include the architecturals and the date for BBS design.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I think the way you want to do this is
Do you want it read?
the first paragraph
Okay.
on the top and then the last one.
Okay.
Motion to deny without prejudice a site plan special permit excavation permit prepared for Frank and Judith Saunders, 17 Whitney Road, map 14, lot 16, and lot 23, as shown on drawings prepared by, there's two buyers, I think we need one. Michael J. Mizuko, PE, dated February 23, 2022, last revised August 5th, 2022. The commission recognizes the opportunity to develop the property using the TOD overlay regulations, but requests that the applicant take into consideration the surrounding residential neighborhood pertaining to the structure's height, mass, and scale. Do you need a second?
Yes, please. Want a second?
Second.
And just note that you made numerous recommendations for them to explore, your reasons. You don't need to, but just note it.
Yes, okay,
Note for the public that they don't have this in their, the recommendations that you've made.
all right. And we've
Okay.
had many discussions on this as well. Okay, so should we have a vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Online, Ken?
I'm sorry, say again, Kitty, I can't hear very well.
All in favor of this motion for 17 Whitney?
In
Okay,
favor,
Yes,
Favor.
in favor.
So all in favor
Before I vote,
of
I have a
discussion?
que- no, I have a question.
Please.
if we are, I just want clarification. If we are voting to approve this motion, this now, we are sending this back to the applicant for modifications as they understand what we are suggesting.
Right.
And then they come back to us with another application and we agree that we're taking a look at it.
Yes.
Is that,
Right.
is that the
and
idea?
no-
That's correct.
Without prejudice, so that means there'll be no fees to apply when they come back.
Okay. Okay, good.
Okay,
Yes.
so motion passes unanimously. Any abstention? Okay, that's it. Motion passes. Excuse me, please. Item on the agenda. I could turn my page. Is Steiner Inc. map amendment 7, 8, 9, 10, 17 Millbrook Road. Okay, the commission needs to amend the commission initiate. No, sorry. Village Square text amendment. That's the first one, right, Beth?
Yes,
Yes.
overlay, so.
Wait a second.
No, I'm reading the map amendment is on my agenda first. So I do the map amendment first? Would you rather we change it? The agenda has the map amendment first.
Oh, it does.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Do the map amendment first.
Okay. Steiner Inc. map amendment. Motion to approve a map amendment to the Town of Bethel zoning map for 8, 9, 10, and 17 Millbrook Road from R20 to the Route 6 zone as shown in the Town of Bethel assessors records as map 59, block 104, lot 61 through 64, and map prepared for Steiner Inc. depicting properties situated at 8, 9, 10, and 17 Millbrook Road dated July 1st, 2022, prepared by Zachary S. Rapp, PLS license number 70420. Could I have a second?
Second.
Thank you.
Go to the next page, Ken.
Next page. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, recent. The commission finds that the proposed map amendment will aid in providing a transition from the single-family properties located to the south and the commercial development located along Route 6, thus providing lower density, less impervious surfaces, and provide more transitional development between the two zones. Thank you very much.
Effective October 1st, October 30th.
Effective October 30th, 2022.
Not both of them then?
Okay. All in favor?
Hold on, can we do we have time for discussion?
Oh, sure.
Sorry to cut you off. We're talking about the Millbrook, changing that from the to the Route 6 zone, correct? I'm just confused because it's the two applications in one. Which one are we specifically talking about?
We're doing the map
Map
amendment
amendment.
first now.
The map, so that's the Millbrook application?
Yes.
Yes.
Beth, I had emailed you about a question. I don't know if you got a chance to look into that at all. About,
I did. I
is
thought,
that possible? What's that?
I did think about it.
Okay,
I believe that the feasibility of building on that property as it exists today is very, very minimal. It is mainly a drainage area for Millbrook Road, and I do believe partially for the Route 6 property.
so you don't feel the need to, for the rest of the commission, just to catch you guys up, I had asked Beth about putting something in there that if those 4 lots were to ever be anything structurally built on them to have to revert back to the R20. I'm just thinking in the future, protecting the neighborhood that's there. That, I mean, we don't know what the future holds. And I know with the proposal in front of us that the impervious makes it almost impossible for them to do anything over there. But again, I'm just thinking in the future, if there's a way that if someone comes in and says, hey, we're gonna take out half of this new development, that's 20, 30, 40 years old, I don't know. 10 years old if the right business is there. And now this is Route 6 zone, so we're gonna put a big building right in these people's backyard. So I'm just trying to think ahead.
I think you'll see when we start applying the DCD zone to this property, in the next portion of this, you'll see that there is an open space requirement that is pretty hefty. I believe it's 35%. And I'm sure that this portion of the property, there's a strong possibility that that will be included in the buffer for whatever is proposed to be built by the Steiners.
I guess the part that makes it a little muddy for me also is there's that huge, the part against Route 6. And I just I don't see where that ends as far as, I know they're saving some of that for commercial for future development.
Yes,
And excuse me, if I may add to that, I remember watching the meeting today. Mr. Steiner addressed that portion right there when he said if anything were to be developed on there, it would be a drainage structure of
Yeah.
one or other.
Right.
It wasn't going to be anything adding to the physical development for a home.
And I agree, and I think the overall, from what I've seen so far, it's a great use of the property, and I intend to vote yes to the change. Again, I'm just trying to think. I'm just thinking of ways to protect the people there. Who knows if in 15 years from now the Steiners decide to sell it because big box stores are big again, and someone comes in and wants to develop that and put their new flagship store. I mean, we can't think, yes, we're all sitting here going, Paul, that's not going to happen. Amazon's here now, but we don't know. If I told you 4 years ago the world was going to shut down and we're going to be afraid of each other for a year, you would have laughed at me. So I just didn't know if there's a way. I'm hoping there's a way to slide some sort of language in there that says that if these properties are going to have any structures built on them, then they have to revert back to the R20. Because then that protects those homeowners that bought houses on Millbrook, stating, knowing that the only thing that could ever get built next to them would be another house.
okay. I think the best way to handle that, Paul, is through the development phase. And that would be putting restrictions on this portion during the development phase, permanent deed restrictions, and that we can take.
Perfect. That's what I'm looking. So I didn't know if this was the time to do it or in the future.
We'll do it in the future, but it's a very good point, and I'm sure it's something that we can address.
Can I ask the other commissioners? I know it's tough. I'm not there, so it's tough to get a read on you guys with body language. Is this something that you guys feel strongly about too, or is this just a meh?
Yeah, it's a good plan.
Yeah, no, I think that's a very good point, Paul. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Then yeah. Then that's it for me.
Thank you. Or is there anyone else had any further discussion? Yes, so I need the motion. We have a second?
We will second it.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next item. Okay, so that was the first. So we'll go back to Village Square Amendment to DCD overlay zone, allowance of DCD and Route 6 zone. Read it all.
Motion to approve an amendment to the Town of Bethel zoning regulations to allow the DCD overlay zone to be applied to the Route 6 zone as stated in an application submitted by Village Square Inc. Reasons: the proposed amendment provides an additional tool for residential development within the Route 6 area by providing lower density, more green space, and less impervious surfaces, thus meeting the goals of the 2020 Plan of Conservation and Development. The amendment shall become effective October 30th, 2022.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Pam. Okay, do we have any discussion before we vote?
I just want to clarify that Village Square Inc. in the Stony Hill area is distinct and separate from Bethel Village Square condominiums on Elizabeth Street. So like, I just like, and I think that that needs to be made maybe really clear in the motion somehow. Because as I said, I own property in the Bethel Village Square condominiums on Elizabeth Street. And I just, for clarity.
It's because when I read this, the first question I was going to ask is this going to be downtown?
Right.
And then I couldn't come to the meeting, so I didn't get to ask it. But I too was very confused by the title, Village Square Amendment, of the Village Square, whatever. So it's going to remain Village Square.
We have like Greg explain.
Yeah, please do.
Yes, the reason that came up Village Square is we actually built a shopping center on Monroe, Connecticut, named Village Square Shopping Center. So when we moved up to Bethel, my father and uncle in the late sixties, we thought this would be a perfect opportunity to do another Village Square Shopping Center. So we had the entity that Village Square owned in Village in Monroe, just bought the property. That's how the Village Square name.
That's how it came about. Understand.
But we were not planning to use that name for the development of what we're going to develop.
Oh, okay, okay, so that's just for
It's
this.
just the owner, the legal owner of the property right now.
Excellent, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, any questions?
No.
No?
This applies to the entire Route 6 zone, allowing DCD
Yes.
to.
Ken, Paul, Linda,
I'm good. I'm good.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion passes. This is a good night. Yeah, look, it's moving right on here. I mean, moving along.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very
Good night.
much.
Thank you. Good night. Thank you.
Okay, the next item on our agenda is new business. Jar Associates LLC site plan special permit addition 185 Grassy Plain Street. Would you mind? No.
Sure. JR Associates LLC, 185 Grassy Plain, site plan special permit addition. The applicant is proposing a 15,000 square foot addition to an existing building, which recently has been improved by upgrades and extensive landscaping and site improvements after being vacant for numerous years. Public hearing is suggested for November 8th, along with referrals to various departments.
Okay, so do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Ken. And what? So therefore, all in favor?
Aye.
November
November
8th.
8th.
November 8th, thank you.
Okay. All in favor, all, anybody against? Okay, so motion to online, please. In favor?
I said in,
2, 3?
yep.
Okay, motion passes. We will have a public hearing on November 2nd.
November 8th.
November 8th, November 2nd. I've got that on my head. Yes, on Jar. Okay, next item on the,
That's the Burndy building, correct? The old
Yes.
Burndy building?
Yes.
yeah. Okay, bond release,
No.
planners report,
None.
commission comments. Anybody want to jib jab for a while? No?
Thanks.
No? Okay, public input? Public like to have some input? No?
No beach check.
No
Okay.
BJ?
Don't forget Zoom there, Madam Chair.
We're looking. We're looking.
Do you see
Okay.
anybody in the public who has any comment?
I'd like to go.
Can I just ask, this is about, public comment is in general, not just on.
No, not just
what
about
we've
what's happening,
discussed.
anything they want to discuss.
Okay.
I'm not seeing anyone who has their hand raised, Madam Chair.
Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Motion passes. This meeting is over.
Have a
Good
good night, guys.